Kyle here from All Media Reviews. Here to do a bit of a collection update. The last video I did yesterday on the video games, the audio didn't seem to be synced up. I don't know. I may need to escalate my purchasing of a camcorder because filming videos on this laptop have its limits, both in quality of the picture and maybe in audio. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm here to do a little bit of some of the stuff I've already showed a little bit of, but got some vinyl. I have a cassette, and I have maybe I'll do the some CDs. So, all right, one of them I already showed previously, but it's this cool thing, this cool version of Mike Vennart, formerly of Oceanside, who's got this solo career, also Empire State Bastard and British Theater. A lot of other stuff he's done. And of course, he's a touring member of Biffy Clyro. But it's his 2020 album, In the Dead Dead Wood. Here's what the cover looks like. The vinyl sold out rather quickly. I remember when I wanted to get it. I didn't listen to this initially, but it's the maybe the most ocean size like among all his solo albums. It's interesting. I think maybe he has at least a couple of the ocean size guys on this thing. But so since the vinyl sold out, I got like this special book version. I'm pulling it out. And it was in my top whatever it was. It was like 20 something albums of the half decade, the 2020s. So I do like it more than the new one, unfortunately. But so kind of darker. But yeah, it's cool to finally get a physical version. It kind of supplants that every record he's done physical format. I don't have the vinyl for this. I have vinyl for the first two and all the other ones actually. But anyway, In the Dead Dead Wood from 2020 from Vennart. One that I probably still should revisit more often. So, then I got these. This was a holiday gift. Um, this I mentioned in my albums of the year list. My cousin Mark and his wife Tommy and their band. They're just called Early Music Minnesota. They have another band called Flying Forms. They did. So it's popular violin sonatas. Uh, Handel, Veracini, Eccles, and Corelli. I know he's played him and his wife, his harpsichord is Corelli. It's chamber Baroque music. This picture of the two of them, and then their guy who plays cello, I believe, Tullio. But yeah, they played Corelli frequently. But this was something that they started working on them back in like 2018 or 2019, and then they put out this other one called Platti Sonatas for Three. Platti is another composer. Three of them. Um, so yeah, cool. Chamber music. I need to spend more time. I did. They're on Spotify. At least the first one, in Origin Stories, Popular Violin Sonatas, is on Spotify. But yeah, no, I mean it's kind of off the beaten path of rock music and metal and even jazz to a lot of degrees. But so I got those two CDs. And then the last two CDs I have, I believe were CDs that I had, and I don't know what happened to them. This one, maybe not so much I had, but I showed this on the Dr. Spin, you know, albums sort of voting results for 2024. This is an album by the artist Timmy Sean. His debut solo album, songs from and inspired by Noise Water from 2010. I swear I had this on CD. I hope I didn't just do anything to screw this up. First, oh no, because I just opened it. Um, this is a great record. When I do the 2010 list for whatever that's going to be, because I'm probably going to take a break, um, it would be on there. It's power pop. He actually quoted me. It's not quoted in this, but quoted me on the Bandcamp page for this. But kind of orchestral power pop. Kind of reminds me of like Jellyfish some ways, and also among some others. I mean, like ELO is an influence on him, but also like the latter Silverchair, like the song or the not diorama a little bit, but young modern era Silverchair with the string arrangements and the kind of the dynamics. But Timmy did basically all of it. This is fantastic. The production's great. The songs are just very energetic and hooky, and again, dynamics are a big part of it. So Can't Stop the World. Love the vocal use. He's a big fan of Jeff Lynne for sure. So I swear I bought that. I loved it back in 2010 when I heard it. Um, so and then this is another one that will be going on both CD, the Empire for the year it is should be, and on my CD A to Z, of course, which I'll be showing all these again probably. But I don't know what happened. This is one among there's a album from not archive, but I should try to look into getting noise from the archive, but Woven that I swear I had an EP that I don't know where that is, although technically it was a CDR. But this is the band The Age of Rockets. Andrew Furtrall. I can't remember where they're from exactly, but and I don't even remember if I found this at Cheapo or in the used section or someone pointed me to it back in 2008. This is their album, Hannah. I had this. I had a physical copy of this. I had one. I'm 98% certain, and I don't know what happened to it. I mean, I kept all my like small, like you can see the slip case kind of cases for compact discs in a separate book. A lot of them. I was trying to like consolidate them, and this thing right here actually I can show it. This thing, I kept them all in here, and then I'm going through them. I don't know how many, a couple of years ago, and then suddenly I don't know where some of them are. So I think this house, this townhouse we moved into, was cursed, and like stuff disappears. I don't know where a lot of those CDs and that Case Logic book. I don't know where it is. This is on with my wife's stuff. I suppose it's possible. I'll find it one day when we move out of here. But anyway, The Age of Rockets, Hannah. Um, I really like a lot about this record. It's it's art rock, you could say, or it reminded me of kind of the early the Deer Hunter stuff. A lot of string parts and like synthesized vocals at points. Um, Kind of higher pitch, but not to the point where I'm bothered by it. The second album, New York, it's their second album, Age of Rockets. They're from New York. Continues to build its rhythmic foundation around glitch-inspired beats, but now the sound surrounding is more symphonic. They are one of a few rock bands that have successfully straddled the line between pop and classical sensibilities. Yeah, they use a bunch of like chamber string arrangements. And it took a long time record because it's a palindrome, 11 songs in total, 5 on each side. If there was like a vinyl or a cassette, with a pivot middle song that mirrors itself, taking certain aspects from each song, such as melodies and string arrangements. Frontman Andrew Furtall created a reflection of each song. Check out 2, 4, and 5 from this Planetary Promotions ad. 9/20. It was September. I remember thinking this was a little bit like Apes and Androids. I think they were on the Indie list too. A little bit like with strings, and a little bit like the Deer Hunter, like the first Deer Hunter. The demos actually, but they put out another record which they did a Kickstarter for, and supposed to be a choose your own adventure. Like you could create your own track list and stuff. It wasn't quite as good. It was okay, but that was kind of it. He's also played with a band called Field Mouse. I saw Field Mouse live. I don't even know if I have their CD still. I mean, but I saw Field Mouse live and had Andrew sign it and stuff like that. But Field Mouse is led by a female musician, guitarist, singer songwriter. So, all right, then I have one cassette. This goes along with a couple of the vinyls. So I did get my Dirt Poor Robins pre-order. I don't think it was a Kickstarter. Maybe it was a Kickstarter. Might have been a Kickstarter for Firebird. And my cassette tape is red, hence the Firebird, the color theme song. I don't know if there was more than one. There might have been more than one kind of color of the cassettes because that happened a lot. But I don't know if there was anything else in this. No, just the track list and thanks and stuff like that. Just a few things like. But yeah, I mean, I've said my piece about this album, Dirt Per Robin. Still a good album. I'm you know, it didn't finish as high because I wasn't as addicted to it, but I have a cassette player that my parents are using right now. Might eventually use that again to listen to this. So it goes with it. I have Antomy back here somewhere. I put it with the Antomy. Where is Antomy? Antomy's right here. So I mean, I have the most recent albums from Dirt Poor Robins and the Deer Hunter on cassette tape. So, by the way, cassette store day happened. Compact disc store day does happen too every year, and I might want to start because I think compact discs are going to come back. I think there's a better chance than cassettes. They could become a more in vogue format. But anyway, so I also got the vinyl for Firebird Gatefold. Just got it, just opened it up. Um, had the Firebird suite at the end, of course. But it's like Yes did. I don't remember what composer it was. Was it? Oh, why am I spacing on the composer who did Firebird? Who did the Firebird suite? Because Yes used to play that. But see, what color did I? I just got standard black. I know I was kind of again thick pressing labels and stuff like that. And the artwork, another kind of minor qualm. It's like blue and is how much of the artwork actually might have been artificially done by AI. I don't know. Some of it maybe, some of it maybe not. I remember someone asked Neil that question. He was like saying no, a lot of it was just ones they did. He did, but they're doing fire like artwork and like the videos, like lyric videos and stuff like that. But I don't know. It looks very you know technology driven, but um I can't remember. This is set sort of. It's like a concept album that's set in different time frames. I think like they were the previous record, Queen of the Night, of course, was set early part of the 20th century, maybe, but in a fictional story. And this one, oh, and the vinyl comes with. I forgot about that. Queen of the Night tracks: Babylon Enchante, the best song on Queen of the Night, Last Goodbye, and Penelope Gray's, which we never got a vinyl for. They did the film, of course, which is great. We never got a vinyl for Queen of the Night. We never got a physical copy, but I think they put that in there. But yeah, so you can see this is also standard black, but very catchy. A lot of the tracks on here. Yeah, see, there's the Queen of the Night tracks. There's the label, and thick pressing. It's like 180 gram, but um, to the heights and political and they now reside in Florida. They were in Kentucky for a long time, but Fever Dream, To the Heights, I mean, it's more like 80s. There's a lot of 80s influence on this album more compared to their previous records, but like, the concept, this is maybe sort of futuristic. I know like of course Dead Horse was set in like a post-apocalyptic future and had a lot to do with technology. As opposed to the Raven Locks, which is a fictional story set also like 100, not at the same time as Queen of the Night, but set over 100. I mean, Neil and Kate did that narrative where Neil read the sort of told the story and the narrative um of the Raven Locks, the whole trilogy of records, really. Beauty Will Save the World, the whole damn world, yes. Of course, some people got like a deck of cards and stuff. I don't think I did that as part of the rewards, but yeah, nice gatefold and everything. It's good to have another record on vinyl from Dr. Robin. So the last vinyl that I got was a gift from my wife a few weeks back when we did, of course, Christmas and stuff like that, Hanukkah, Christmas. The Tears for Fears, Songs for a Nervous Planet. I don't think I showed this. I didn't show up my albums of the year. This was like an EP's worth of new music plus this live album that live performance we saw that was shot in Tennessee back in 2020. I think it was 23. The album came out in 22 for the Tipping Points. Mostly a lot of songs from the Tipping Point, and then some of the others. But they had like 4 or 5 new songs. When we were at the screening, they afterwards they played like lyric videos with some graphics, and other stuff for the songs on this extra EP in Nervous Planet or what songs from Nervous Planet. Songs I don't think they're all in. Just side A. Say goodbye to mom and dad. The girl that I call home. Emily said astronaut. Yeah, those 4 I think. Tipping Point, of course. The Tipping Points from the Tipping Point. Songs like Badman's not Badman's. That's uh oh, I thought that there were more a few more songs from because a lot of these songs are older songs. Break the Man. Break the Man. Because Sowing the Seeds of Love, Everyone's to Rule the World, those are standards. Mad World, Women in Chains, some of the songs from Seeds of Love and stuff. So it's kind of a mixture, but it has those 3 or 4 tracks that were newly recorded and released, written kind of like a pink, kind of pink yogurt, like a raspberry or strawberry yogurt or something. Um, I don't have any other Tears for Fears vinyl at this point. But I need to get like Song for Big Chair. The first three especially. I probably need. I want to get. I actually want to get Raul and the Kings of Spain or whatever. That has the one flamenco the track that has the flamenco section really. But here's the other vinyl. But so yeah, I mean, Tears for Fears. If I wanted to put on some Tears for Fears on vinyl, which someday maybe when I move out of this place, soundproof the walls and stuff, I'd have to put on this one at this point. But I said I want to get Big Chair and Seeds of Love and Pale Shelter too. I know Dan from Vinyl Theory, who may be retiring from YouTube, unfortunately, but I'm sure he has his reasons. But yeah, this is called Songs for a Nervous Planet. But I need to get those other ones. I mean, those. I don't know if I would get the last few records unless for the right price. But anyway, that's about it for my collection update. I'm gonna again try to resume Empire calendars, try to get 2008 and 2009 done, and then I'll do those video game lists because I've been making the lists. I don't know. I always talk about these plans and never do everything fully. I'm terrible at that. Um, I might do the songs of the year for 2024. It may be too late. It kind of feels like it. The anniversary stuff I'm gonna kind of just pass on. I should just post a list, but that takes some time itself to make a list. Um, but then the shorts, I have a couple videos I shot, but I want to start doing like more regular shorts, just like taking an album and say, here's a song from Antimai, and just put it on Instagram and Facebook. But the movies of the year, kind of cool. This Massey Entertainment, that channel that did the movies of the year, the movies lists with they did that 100 are doing now a album decade draft, which I don't know if it's not like a tournament, but it's a draft where they got a few people. Sam St. John, who I know does streams with Alex and Beer and Vinyl and everything. He's with Brian from Massey Entertainment and Doc. I forget was that his other name is Doc. It's with him, and they just draft albums from each decade, which it's interesting to see like a draft of like 10 each, so it's like 30 total. They did the 60s today. Going forward though, 70, they're gonna do every decade. It's gonna be there's gonna be I came up with like maybe a dozen records they did not include among the 30. Although some of the ones they picked I wouldn't have necessarily picked, but that's my taste. But going forward, I can imagine there being a lot. That's gonna be that list will be ballooning out. So but it'll be interesting to see what they pick for each decade, 70s, 80s. I don't. It's not going to be necessarily a tournament. I know they've done tournaments like a voting tournament or something like that, consensus tournament. Like they do a bracket for all the albums that are picked from each person, then who has the most, who gets the winning album. I don't know. I think it is all the premise of this thing is just doing a draft. That'd be something fun to do. Although I'd feel like just making like an albums of the year list or doing a Pub Meeple. I want to do a video talking about Pub Meeple, but why I don't know why more people don't use it, but for rankings, I just happen to have that habit. But that's about it for now. Like I said, I'll get back to some of this stuff. Hopefully 2008. It's gonna be stuff that I'm missing, of course. Um, and then there's some other plans I had. Movies I need to get back into. I did watch one movie recently, and TV, and all the sports stuff that's been going on. But anyway, that's about it for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.